Cool. Before you go, Mike,
Yeah.
I just want to talk
What's
you
up,
up a little
Kathleen?
bit. Mike is a very old friend of mine. How long? I've known you since I moved to Vancouver, and that was like 7 years ago.
Yeah, in fact, I think this is a great point to tell the story of the first time that I met Kathleen.
I don't even remember this story.
You're going to remember it for sure.
Was I drunk?
No, you weren't drunk.
Yet.
No, not yet. I was at home. I was working on an essay for my history course, and I got a call from my friend Adam, who's also a friend of Kathleen's.
He's my best friend.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. Actually, do you think he's watching right now?
Doubtful. He's in Europe.
Yeah. Anyway, Adam called me up and he said, Mike, can you come and give my friends Kathleen and Graham a ride to the ferry?
Oh, yeah.
They need a ride to the ferry right away. And they are running late and they're not going to make it if they have to take the bus.
I remember this.
So I thought, sure, if they're friends of Adam, they must be cool people. So I closed my word processor and I got my car, which at that time was a very small little 1991 Suzuki Swift hatchback.
Nice.
Great little vehicle though, really had a lot of pep.
Very, very resilient.
I drove down to, I think you were at the bus station.
Yeah.
I picked you up at the bus station. We all piled into this little thing that really is only supposed to have 4 passengers, and they should be like small passengers, like they should be little people.
Children, preferably.
Graham's much too big to fit in like the back seat of that car, for example.
Yeah, exactly, but he was there.
So we all piled into the car, and we were heading down towards the ferry terminal to get on the ferry to get them back to Victoria. And I said to Graham, because he was sitting in the passenger seat, I said, we're going to need a lot of speed for this trip. He said, okay. I said, can you please open up the glove compartment? There's going to be a custom burn CD in there that's labeled F-Zero soundtrack. Take that out and put that into this
is absolutely true.
So he did. And with that F-Zero soundtrack blaring, which if anyone's heard it, they know it's got this like kind of very like, it's very like rock and roll, like lots of like widdly rock guitar going on, and it got us there in plenty of time, so it was perfect.
I know, it was amazing.
And we are fast friends ever since.
And you did make the ferry, correct?
We
We did the ferry, yeah.
Excellent.
Against all odds, because of Mike's awesome driving and his F-Zero soundtrack.
Yeah.
So, yay, Mike!
Yay!
And then after
Yay,
that,
Mike!
thank you for all the there was many more hijinks and hangouts, but Mike and I have done many fun things together. But I was going to say, Mike is actually a super funny guy. He's been in several Loading Ready Run videos, and not many people follow him on Twitter. But I retweet Mike's funniest tweets, and if people wanted to follow you for a mixture of hilarity and like Vancouver pub trivia updates, where should they go?
Let me think. I'll have to actually think about what my Twitter handle is. I think it's at PVT.
It's at PVT Hoggins.
Hoggins, which is Hoggins. I don't know why I picked that.
And you have like a dinosaur basketball.
It's the University of Calgary's Dino logo.
I don't know.
There it is. Look at F-Zero logo there. That's perfect.
So,
Well done, guys.
yay. And then maybe me and Mike will share more drinking stories later. Like, do you remember what was the UBC concert that we were at and that was canceled the year after I went to that one?
Yeah.
For excessive drunkenness.
Yeah, Arts County Fair.
Arts County Fair.
Yeah, legendary.
So I was already graduated from university because I'm like a year older than Mike and Adam, but I came to, or maybe 2 years older, but I came down and for Arts County Fair, which was canceled the year after I was there for excessive drunkenness. But I remember I showed up at Adam's house at like 10 a.m. because he told me to get there early for breakfast.
Yeah.
Turns out there was no breakfast, but Adam was drinking a beer in the shower when I arrived to get ready.
Yeah,
for the
sorry.
day.
No, that is the breakfast. That is the Arts County Fair breakfast.
I was expecting there to be food, and so I went to Starbucks and got like a tall latte, which I dumped out half of and topped up with Kahlua because it was breakfast. And then the rest of the day went similarly intoxicatedly. Although I was sober by 9 p.m. because I had been drinking for so long. At about 5, I was like, no more liquor. I'm done. And then there were some injuries that year.
Some of the chat's laughing about the Arts County Fair. Someone else must know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Arts County Fair debauchery.
It was there the
Basically.
year that it got shut down, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah, we were probably lying in the same grass, intoxicated.
You know, and actually my wife was there as well, and I didn't know her yet.
Wait, we
and
didn't
she
yet.
had video, her mom had recorded video of the newscast
Really?
of it, and I was actually on the footage, and she'd had it for years before we even met, and she
I
had,
was like, look at these people!
Yeah,
These people are horrible!
and I was like, I'm on that tape.
And I was like 6 people vomiting in the background of the shot.
That's not why I was on tape, but that's it, that didn't happen, I'm just saying that's not what was on tape.
So that was our, what's his, I can't remember his name now, I'm drawing a complete blank. He moved up to Fort McMurray to work in the oil sands. Didn't he break his arm?
Justin?
Didn't Justin break a bone in
Yeah,
that?
he may have done. Yeah.
Maybe it was his wrist. There was a lot of carnage.
I would say all other things being equal, knowing Arts County Fair, I would just assume that he did.
Yeah.
Like, if you have to assume that a bone was broken or not, I'm going to say yes, it was.
It was.